To the little kid out there, I want to say never, ever, ever, ever give up on yourself. All right, you need to keep going. You need to keep just rushing and running towards your dreams as fast as you can. I know it's not easy. I know it's very difficult. I know it's taking long, but trust me, it's possible. If you told me I was going to be here a year ago, I was literally going to laugh in your face. But black child, anything is possible.
Yes.
Yeah, sure.
Guys, I want to ask us some questions. Matthews, I want to ask you guys
What's happening?
I want to ask you guys questions.
If you're willing to read, there's one mic though, so...
Yeah, we'll share it.
Okay.
What's good?
Non-shla.
Okay, guys. So could you introduce yourselves and just tell us why you're at Joburg Film Festival?
I'm Mobakeng Kwedi and I'm here for the steering premiere.
I'm Matthew Rantsoma and I'm here for the steering premiere.
Khotatso Khobu here. Steering premiere, ne? Skala.
Savelo Machola, steering premiere.
Engatagaba Munda, and I'm here for the steering premiere.
Hi, I'm Tupulela Dips, and I'm here to see myself on the big screen.
Why do you think why do you think festivals like the Joburg Film Festival are important for up-and-coming creatives like yourself?
I think they're important because they don't only just showcase the beautiful content that we have in South Africa, but they're also continental, and we're showing the globe what we have to offer. And I think an incredible opportunity, especially with the partnership with MultiChoice/Showmax, they're bringing just content that is relevant to everybody in this country, and that's where you also get to see new talent. Can you believe I shot my first film? So exciting! So that's why it's important.
What she said. What she said. What she said. We're opening up the industry. We're opening up the industry.
Yes. I mean, period. But you guys want to add anything, maybe?
Opening up the industry.
Okay, I'll add this. What she said. Yes.
Okay.
Can you put a how?
The question, his or mine?
So
His.
the question is, why do you think film festivals like the Joburg Film Festival are important for creatives in Africa, for the film industry in general?
So, Camila Carabel, Africa, Europe. Oh, but everything is good. We're happy. We're grateful for the opportunity and everything else, exploring the genres and everything else. Everything is good, but especially the exploring of the different genres in filming and acting. It's good. Really, 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 really good.
You know, for me, it's a humble beginning. I started attending a lot of these, and little did I know that one of the good days I'd be here, as a cast member. So for me, it's a dream come true, and I believe that it is more like a gateway for a number of, not just, actors, but filmmakers as well. So this is more like a great platform to bring these dreams alive. Amen.
So what? Oh, sorry.
Talent in South Africa and in Joburg. It was an amazing show. We had so much fun, and yeah, it's all about talent. Yeah, and what Noni said.
What Noni said, guys. It's necessary.
That's a question, that's why.
So next question is... Oh, same question? No. Next question is, what excites you guys about the South African film industry? Where do you guys see it going over the next few years?
I feel like the South African film industry has so much potential in terms of even the acting, because we are given a short amount of time to do certain things, and we can do that just like that. So I feel like I know. Ready, start.
Sell our culture and who we are more than anything, because a lot of people still don't understand what Africa looks like and what it is. And also the upbringing, like the director said inside. It's just us selling. It's just us selling our culture, who we are, all over the world. So that's what it is.
I think in terms of growth, there's definite possibility of growing even bigger than what we see in Hollywood, in Nollywood, in all of those places. I think what we need the most right now, we have all the talent, we have all the creativity, we have all the content. We need time and money.
Yes, definitely.
Time and money.
Time and money.
Justice.
I know, man. So what's your
Time,
message
money,
to
and
the
more
people
opportunity.
with the money? What do you guys have to say? Because obviously,
Party boy.
so we saw like all these talks of all these people from Showmax, Netflix, all these companies. They're saying, hey guys, we have opportunities. So what's your message to them? Because obviously there's people out there still trying to get stuff developed. What do you have to say to them?
Trust us. We don't have all the followers. We don't have all the big names. We're not in everything in the world. But trust the talent. Just look at talent. Look for talent. Not. Oh, they have 3 million followers. Let's cast them as leads. It doesn't always work that way. But if you trust the talent and then you throw in the money into the talent and the time into the talent, trust me, Joe. Denzel will come to us asking for notes. Trust me.
Yes, exactly.
Yes, my love.
I'd also want to say that they need to, in trusting us, they need to trust our craft. As writers, as directors, if you give us the money and the will to truly execute and tell the stories the way we want to, as opposed to looking at numbers that might not always be true. So you need to believe in the story, tell meaningful stories, and be meaningful about it.
Yeah.
You're putting in your money, be intentional about it, hire people that are intentional, you know, because this is our life. These are part of us. These are parts of ourselves that we're putting into film. You know, it's not just play for us.
We live this thing.
We're living this thing and we want to give it our all. And so meet us halfway by trusting us and telling stories that matter.
Do you know what it's like to wake up at 2 o'clock in the morning thinking about money?
Okay, and also wanna
Another question.
Last question, guys. I don't want to take up too much of your time. So there's
Take
obviously
it.
a black child watching this. What word of advice do you have for them? They see you guys are looking so good. What word of advice do you have for them?
Keep dreaming.
Okay, what I'm gonna say, ne? For the African child back there at home, you know,
Yeah.
believe in yourself.
That's right.
Have passion, the consistency, the discipline. Yeah, born at that end. These are my kids. Some are older than me, some are younger. But this is business. This is our culture. This is our life. This is our word in Jamaica. This is our, you know, everything that we live for, Priam. So like our sisters said, we need this. We need the money. The guys, we need the opportunities. Let's grow our culture. Let's be genuine, you know, to our upbringing and our kids out there, especially to our guardians, to our parents. Let them kids believe, man. Don't be saying a whole lot of stuff and everything. I'm gonna let my guys say everything.
I'm just gonna be very short and brief, right? So to a black child who's out there, we were all there. Once upon a time, we were all there. Our journeys aren't the same. We're not obviously going to reach goals at the same time, in the same pace, but we were once there, and it can happen.
Yeah.
Amen.
To the little kid out there, I want to say never, ever, ever, ever give up on yourself. All right? You need to keep going. You need to keep just rushing and running towards your dreams as fast as you can. I know it's not easy. I know it's very difficult. I know it's taking long. But trust me, it's possible. If you told me I was going to be here a year ago, I was literally going to laugh in your face. But black child, anything is possible.
Yes, my love. It's definitely possible.
Well, you heard it here first, guys. Thank you so much. The cost of steering, everyone.
Africa's quite a bit far from Hollywood, which tends to be the genesis of most things, or not the genesis, but at least the engine. But I think that now that the world is becoming more and more globalized, and we're seeing a lot more content from nations that weren't heard from before. So we just have to keep it up. Keep it up.
Instead of just throwing the same pitch to a whole bunch of broadcasters and hope somebody catches it, it's not going to work that way. We need to see something and we feel, oh, we have a home for this. We have an audience for this. And then you'll fly.
And news, and you also have kids. So, and when it comes to feature films, there's something that people always like because it's always a niche. It's just when it comes to action and horror movies. There are people who are addicted to horror movies, love horror movies. Even on the flight today, back in the days, there was no horror movie on the flights. I was flying with Qatar Airways 2 days ago, and there was horror movie on the flight. Like more than 6 movies. I was like, so they're also buying horror movies now, like, because there's a niche for that. And also, sport is always a big game. You know, when it comes to feature films, what I also advise or recommend, because I also brought like Nigerian films to the US, and they were watched by Black Americans, and they love it, and they were making good money with that. So they came back to me saying, Simon, please tell them for the pidgin language, because the thing is in English, they just label it as English movie, but it's not an English movie. You have pidgin. And pidgin is not understood by most people. So the Black Americans were like, what is that? They didn't get it. Like, and then they came back to me like, Simon, please ask them to even like put the subtitles, and because it's not English, and also to localize if they want.
I'm Simon Chokonte. I'm the founder and CEO of Dalino Media. Dalino Media is a distribution company based in Paris. We distribute content worldwide to 147 countries around the world. We distribute all genres of content: animation, documentaries, feature films, TV series, sports, lifestyle. And we also aggregate content from all continents, from Africa. We take the African content to the US, to Asia, to the Middle East, to Europe, and we also take the Asian content to Africa, and also do the same for the European and the US content to Asia, Africa, and other regions of the world. So I'm also a consulting company for OTT and FAST. So OTT and FAST means what? It means those streaming platforms or those FAST channels. Those are digital channels that you see on your connected TVs today. So if you want to launch your own channel or your own streaming platform, then I can recommend you the right tech partner and the right company that's going to monetize your content.
Awesome. So what would you say the current state of the African film industry is? Does it make you hopeful and optimistic?
I'm very confident about the African film industry right now because I see many young people, many people who are very talented. They are also producing now, because back in the years we were having very few people that were producing in Africa, but today we have so many people, young people, every genre, every generation producing content. And you know the future's in Africa, because the African population will grow from 1.4 billion people today to 2.5 billion people tomorrow by 2050. So and the average age will be 19 years old. So the young population, the African population, are very young. And today in Africa, there are more than 600 million mobile phones. And most Africans watch content via their mobile phone. And this is just going to grow tomorrow, even to reach like 1 billion mobile phones. So, and the smart TVs are also coming in. There are many smart TVs that are already here, like Hisense, like TCL. But you have new other smart TVs that are coming soon, like Samsung TV Plus, and all those. And this will also grow the viewership. So keep producing, just put the quality in, so that just think of, like always say, always also think global, not only think like local, because local is good, but you'll be limited in terms of distribution. So also think globally.
Awesome. So one more question. What challenges and opportunities do African filmmakers gain in getting global recognition?
Yes, the opportunities, I will start with the opportunities for the African film industry is that there are many streaming platforms that are being built. I myself, I'm talking to more than 80 people that want to launch their own streaming platform. So this being said, this means that these are new barriers coming in. These are new buyers coming in. Same thing for the fast channels. These are new buyers coming in. So this is a great opportunity for African people. And also because Africa is seen now as a market, as a place to be. Everybody wants to come to Africa. And people don't have access to the data when they want to come to Africa. So they are looking for this. And I would tell you something. Every person producing content in Africa today, the content is gold. And this is just like investing in real estate. I want to encourage all the African billionaires or millionaires to invest in content. Believe in these people, in the producers, believe in their content, invest in them. It's good to invest in real estate. It's good to invest in farming. But you also need to invest in content. Why? Because even when you die, you are no longer alive, your content will still be there and your content will still be monetized. Your children, your grandchildren will still inherit from this content. And this being said, all the big companies that are not yet in Africa, the day they come to Africa, what are they going to do? They're going to be buying all this content or buying all these platforms that are already existing. And this is going to make you millionaire and multimillionaires.
Awesome, thank you. So one last question. What advice do you have to aspiring filmmakers in Africa?
Sorry?
What word of advice do you have for aspiring filmmakers in Africa?
Yes, the advice I will have is for filmmakers is to always also when they produce, to always think of other languages, because you have many languages in Africa. So if you produce only in English, thinking that it's only for the English-speaking market, then you are missing 280 million people speaking French in Africa. And those people love content as well. So, and they don't care where it's coming from. And they will also love it if it's also coming from other African countries. So always think of, okay, I'm having my movie in Zulu or in Ndebele, but what am I on Sesotho? What am I going to target someone from Angola, from Mozambique? That is not even far from my country. So you need to maybe to dub it to Portuguese. So, but before you dub it, don't spend money on dubbing everything. Just make sure you reach out the channel, but you dub at least the screener or the trailer, so that the buyer from the channel can at least understand what they're looking and what if they want to buy it or not. But if you have it in your local language, how would they know if it's valuable or not? Because they are there to also make money.
Thank you so much for your time, and really appreciate it.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
Hi, my name is Faith Riano. I'm a writer and director and the co-founder of Scenemakers Films. And I am here at the Joburg Film Festival to moderate some panels and some screenings.
So have you discovered any standout films or filmmakers at this festival specifically? Is there anyone you're excited to see? Any film you're excited to see?
Yes. So yesterday I had such an amazing opportunity. I moderated a film that is a Nigerian film, and it was really amazing to get to meet people from the Nollywood space and to interact with big stars like Wole Ojo, if I'm saying it correctly, and also some of the things that I'm really excited about, like right now, I'm excited to attend a panel, a masterclass with Angus Gibson, who is the creator of Shaka Ilembe, Bomb Productions, and many other things that started the industry of South Africa. It's not every day that you get to meet such a giant like that, so it's really such an exciting opportunity.
So what do you think makes the Joburg Film Festival special compared to other film festivals in Africa, South Africa? Obviously, it's Africa's biggest film festival. Why do you think that is? Why do you think this is the place for people to be year after year?
Okay, I think what makes the Joburg Film Festival special is that it's not just a festival, but there's also a content market. So it's very valuable to be able to not only attend screenings, but also have networking opportunities with distributors, with producers, with other creatives in the industry, and it's really just a great space to be. Yeah.
Awesome. Last question, how do you feel about the representation of African stories in global cinema today?
The representation of African stories, it's a very sensitive topic. So for me as a filmmaker, I really try to break certain stereotypes about African people and about Africa. I feel like that is still a problem that we are facing, and maybe that may be because we are not taking charge fully of our own stories. Our stories may be funded by outside forces, like relying on European funding, on American funding. So that obviously adds a factor to how authentic our stories can be. So I think for us to really have true representation of telling the stories that we want to tell, then we have to take charge and actually take initiative and invest in ourselves first so that we can have a proper say in how to talk about ourselves.
Thank you for taking the time to meet with us.
You're welcome.
So can you maybe just explain to the people where we are today and what's happening?
So I'm a filmmaker from France, and I'm living between Los Angeles, Johannesburg, and Paris. And we did 2 movies with Netflix. With my business partner Neo Baloui and our production company, which is Lucky Rhino, based in Johannesburg, and we are now in the process of preparing other projects, which are maybe more international but still shot in Johannesburg.
So what do you find special about Johannesburg and South Africa in general? What would make someone who's traveled around the world want to be based here? What's special?
I think there is a lot of things very special. First, there is a lot of stories which has not been made and told, which is very nice. The crew is great and the cast is amazing. So that's a lot of reason to make movies here, and also the landscapes is completely beautiful. So you have the cities, you have the deserts, the mountains, the oceans. But I think that most of all is the stories. There is still a lot of great stories to be told, and that's mostly the reason.
So there's a special place in your heart.
Yes, it does. Yeah, it does.
So why are festivals like the Joburg Film Festival important? How do they help grow the industry?
So I think like all the film festivals, actually, it's a great place to meet people and to for people who doesn't really have connection, to maybe talk to filmmakers, producers, commissioners, and get insights, which is great. But also, for everyone to meet and just to make connections and to grow all together.
Awesome. So are you optimistic about the potential that Africa has in getting global recognition?
I think yes. I think that I think that there is a lot of great stuff in television. I think that a lot of stuff still needs to be made for maybe cinema, as they said during the panel. Because I think that when we talk to the world, we need also to have more universal message, and to bring that kind of maybe Hollywood quality, which could help with more local stories. So this is what we mostly try to do with Collision and City of Gold, the last movie that we have just made. It's to have that local flavor, nuances, authenticity, and to do that in a way that it could feel like an Hollywood movie, because also at the end of the day the audience knows what they see. You see what I mean? So they used to see some kind of movies from Europe, some kind of movies from the US. And I think that universally they also need to have that kind of quality, and that's the most important. This is also what Helen said during the panel, to have quality, and this is what we are trying to do with our company.